class. So in this particular class, we are going to discuss about the other particular advanced data types. So let's start with the tuple here. So now, what is tuple? First, to understand. So same thing, it is similar to the list only, but only the changes are, it is immutable. Okay, but whatever the things you can achieve using the list, same thing you can do with the tuple, but only thing it is immutable. Why list is immutable? What is mutable? It means changes are possible. Immutable means changes are not possible. Let me write here these points here. It's a type of advanced data type. Here we can store n number of elements in one variable, and we can store mixed type of data. Next thing, we can store duplicate data. We can repeat the data n number of times, and all the data, okay, in ordered, means whatever the data we are going to store, it is in the ordered. We can store nested data also, okay. And what are the operations you can perform here? You can perform indexing, you can perform slicing, okay. You can perform concatenation, you can perform multiplication, you can perform nested, you can pack the tuple, you can unpack the tuple. So all these things, whatever till here it is mentioned, same thing similar to the list. Okay, you can see here if I go back to the previous file, and okay, you can see here whatever we have mentioned is type of advanced data type. We can store the number of element, mixed type of data, duplicate values, repeated value, all the data in the format, indexing, slicing, concatenation, multiplication, packing, unpacking, nested, all the things are same here. But what is changes here? The here the changes is tuple is immutable. Means once you save the tuple, it is saved, and later you cannot make any changes here. But coming to that list, we can make the changes. So there is the difference between the list and tuple here. Okay, and it performs built-in functions also, but only for the ready-made type of results, like sorting you can do. Uh, you can get the maximum value, minimum value, sum of the value, length of the value. These things easily you can do it. Okay, but adding, removing, these things are not possible in the tuple. Directly you can delete the variable, complete particular variable, but changes are not possible. Adding one value, removing one value, these things we are doing in the list, that you cannot perform. If you wanted to perform, you have to convert that particular tuple into the list, and then you can perform it. Okay. How we can able to store this? What is the syntax? Syntax is simple. Just we have to take one particular variable name, and then create one particular parenthesis, and then you can store the first data, second data. Like this, you can store n number of particular data. Let's create one particular variable, and let's store some particular mixed type of data, something 10, 20, something 10.23, something 4.56. Let's some string values, some boolean values. Let's add some repeated values. Okay, and once you print this particular variable, you're getting the same data, and check the type of this particular data perfectly well. Okay, and if I wanted to do the indexing, okay, if I write a of 0, we'll get the first index. If I write a of 1, you can see first index is printing. Similarly, if I wanted to perform any slicing 1 to third indexing, you can see perfectly printing. From fourth to last, you can see perfectly printing here. If I wanted to do concatenation, something like let's store some value, something 1 comma 2, something a2 equals to something 11 comma 20, do something. Let's add one more particular value. A3 equals to some more values. Okay. And now what I wanted to do, I wanted to concatenate this. So A1 plus A2 or A3 like this. And if you wanted to store, you can store also something A3, A1, any particular format, you can concatenate and you can store it also. You can multiply also, for example, A1 into 2 times, okay, A1 into 3 times, A1 into 5 times, you can see, you can do the multiplication also. If you wanted to create a pack, you can create a pack also, because you can take a tuple and you can write A1, A2, and A3. Now you can see here, it will create a pack of the tuple. Again, you can, if you wanted to unpack this particular tuple, you can again take the same particular variable, okay, A5. And now you can see here, if I run X, Y, and Z, these are unpacked. Okay. If you wanted to store any particular nested also, you can store the nested particular data. Let's store A6 equals to something 10 comma 20 comma 30 something. Again, I'm storing one more particular list, something 1 comma 2 comma 3. Again, I'm storing one more particular something 100. Okay, something 200, and let's add something I. Okay, and something A1. Okay, something here I'm going to store 2, something 23, 33, something 55, something 23, okay, 4, 5, 6, something. Okay, so now you can see here there are multiple values are saved. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to print this A1 here. So how to print the A1? So now you need to calculate this. Okay, this is my particular tuple. Now this is the 0 index, first index, second index, and third index. Now if I write A6 of third index. So now inside of this particular tuple, I am into the one more particular nested tuple. Again, inside of that, there is a one more tuple. So 0, 1, 2, and third. Again, you have to mention the one more particular third here. So now I'm going to inside one more particular. Now inside of that again 0, 1, and second one. Again, I need to mention the one more particular tuple. Now you can see now you are inside is the one more. Now in this 0 index and first index. So now I need to mention the first index. So now A1 is print. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now, next thing what I wanted to do after these particular tuple operations, I wanted to perform the next thing, that is the built-in functions. Okay, so there are some built-in functions are available. Let's take something A4, and here I wanted to find out the length of this particular A4, or else if I wanted to check if any particular values are repeating or not. For example, 12 is repeating how many times, or else any maximum particular value, or else any particular minimum value. So these things I can easily generate here, some of the particular value here. Okay, or else if I wanted to do sorting, so there is a one sorted function is there. Okay, so here, okay, there is a sorted. I think I need to mention variable name. Yeah, you can see here it is going to print the ascending order. And same thing, if I wanted to print the reverse order, so I need to pass one more particular parameter, reverse equals to true. So now it is in the reverse particular. This is the way like how you're going to sort this. If I wanted to create, if I wanted to store into the some other particular variable, directly you can take a new variable and write A4, automatically it is going to be copied. Or else you can take like this also, A4 dot copy function. Okay, so copy function is not workable. Uh, tuple function. Okay, tuple of A4. So now you can see here, this is going to be copied. So this is the way like if you wanted to copy from one variable to the another particular variable. Clear this point?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you wanted to store a fixed particular data set and later you don't want it to change, store the data as a tuple. But same thing, if I wanted to make some changes, we can go with the list. So there is a difference between the list and tuple. Both are same. The difference here in list, we can make the changes, but in the tuple, we cannot make any changes. Coming to the next data set, that is the set data set. Now what is the difference in the set here? Let me add some particular point here. So here same thing, we can store n number of elements, okay, and we can store mixed type of data. And here there are two changes are there. The first changes are there, all the data must be here. So here whatever data you are storing, this data cannot be repeated. If you have added the repeated data also, it will ignore that particular data. Next point, it is a unordered collection of the data set. So whatever the data you are sharing, there will be no order will be there. If you store any data, it will be placed any random position. There will be no order, and it will not accepting the duplicate values or any repeated values. Okay, that thing you have to make sure. And one more thing here, note. So here there is no order, so we don't have indexing. If there is no indexing, there will be no slicing here. And it is not repeating any value, so no concatenation, and there is a no multiplication concept. So all these things are not possible in this particular set, because whatever the repeated things are there, like packing, unpacking, those things are not possible in the set here. It supports some built-in functions. Yes, built-in functions are supported here. For what purpose? Because it is a mutable. It's a mutable. So yes, you can add, you can remove the value. Okay. And if any common sets are there, you can print the union of set, intersection also. Okay. Differences, values, those things also you can perform. Let's take an example here. I wanted to store one set, so you can use the curly braces. And here you can store some particular values, something like here I'm going to store something 200, something 111, something I'm storing high. And here I'm storing 12.34, something 89.87. I'm going to store something true, and something like Python. Okay, different values I have stored. Okay, and let me do one thing. I'm going to copy the repeated values. So here I'm going to mention something 10 here also, and in between there somewhere I'm going to store the 10 also. So now you can see 10 is storing how many times? You can see 10, 1, 2, 3 is there, but you can see here in your particular data set only one time it is stored. And now you can see how the values are changed here. Okay, first 102 we have stored, 10 is coming, then 102 is coming, then 111 is coming, 12.34, 200 is there, 89.8. So there is no particular order is there to store that particular value. It will be stored any particular random place. So that's why it is called, it is an unordered collection of the data set. Okay, and it will ignore all the particular duplicate value. It will hold only unique values. So if you mention also, it will ignore the other particular values also. Okay, now if I wanted to use the built-in functions, I can use the built-in functions, like I wanted to add some particular values, so I can use the add function. And let's add something, let's add 3 here. Okay, so it will be placed anywhere. Now you can see here 3 is added somewhere here. If I add again some particular value, something coder, something, so now you can see coder will be added anywhere. You can see here, you can see coder is added here. So it will be placed any particular way. Again, if I'm storing something, add something like 222, okay, and 222 is going to be added anywhere. There will be no particular format is there, like it's going to be stored this particular position only. And if I wanted to remove the value, directly mention the value, which value you wanted to remove. For example, 10 I wanted to remove. Now you can see here 10 is removed here. Okay, we can use one more alternate function is there, discard, and let's write 102 I wanted to remove. So you can see here 102 also removed here. Okay, and similarly, if you have the common some particular data set are there, example something, let me create using the comprehension concept for I in range of something 1 to 9 values. Okay, and okay, and let's create A2 equals to comprehension concept, which we have already discussed in the last class, something 5 to 9. Okay, so now if I wanted to check A2 is a subset of A1, Yes, true, because A1 also having A2 having some common values are there. And if I wanted to check, I can write here A1 dot union of A2. I'll get that particular result. If I write intersection of A2, I'll get some particular result. If I write difference, I'll get some particular results. So these are some. If any common set are there, then only you'll get the union, intersection, differences, some this type of set results also. Okay. Next thing is the dictionary. So what is the use of the dictionary? So whenever you wanted to store any pair data, okay. So if you want to store the pair data, pair data means, for example, okay, there is a particular name is there equals to 10. Okay, there is a one team is there, and team I wanted to save as a user. So like this type of data I wanted to store. So then I have to go with the dictionary. Okay. So here all the here we save the value as a key and value. So it will work as a key and value form. It will store them in key and value form. Key and value form. So here name and team are key, and Kane and New Zealand are the values. Okay. So here also it's a mutable. You can make the changes, but here because it is not a single value, so we don't have the same thing. We don't have indexing. We don't have slicing. We don't have concatenation. We don't have concatenation. We don't have multiplications, unpacking, packing. All these things are not possible in the dictionary. But how to store the data in the dictionary? Let's create one particular dictionary here. And in this particular dictionary, you can create any particular variable. A equals to, let's take something like name equals to something like Kane. And here I'm going to mention something team equals to something New Zealand. Okay. And here I'm going to write 100, something 12, 50, something 50, 55. Okay. Now, these are the information are saved. And if I wanted to mention only key, you can see you're getting the key values. If I mention here values, you can see values are printing here. Similarly, if I wanted to check the individual value, I can mention here something like name here. You can see name is printing here. Okay. If I wanted to update any particular value, I can use the update function, and I can write here what I wanted to update. For example, I wanted to update something cap number, okay, cap number something triple two, cap number triple two, and now you can see here it is updated cap number triple two. Again, I wanted to update one more time, so I can use the key name as a cap number. So you can see individual value is printing, and now I wanted to update something triple one. So now you can see triple one is updated. And if I wanted to delete individual value, again I can write the key name, something cap number. So that particular is going to be deleted. So this is the way like how you're going to handle your particular dictionary. You can create the dictionary, you can add, you can delete, you can update. Okay, all these things you can manage very easily here using this particular dictionary. Now the next thing is conversion part. Conversion means what I wanted to do. I wanted to convert list to all, means list to tuple. Again, I wanted to convert list to set. I wanted to convert list to dictionary. Okay, these things I'm going to tell you, and remaining thing you have to do means tuple to all you have to convert, set to all you have to convert. I'm giving you as a task. Dictionary to all dictionary to all you have to convert. Okay, these things you have to do. So let's create one particular list. I'm going to store 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is my simple particular list is there. If you mention a type of the a, it is list is there. So first of all, what I wanted to do, I wanted to convert list to tuple. So how to convert this particular list to tuple? Simple concept is there. Just first of all, you have to mention the variable name. Okay, variable name equals to conversion function name, and then from which variable you are converting. Okay, so now we have list function is there to convert the list. We have tuple function is there to convert into the tuple. We have set function is there to convert the set, and we have dictionary function is there to convert into the dictionary. There are 4 functions. Now what I wanted to convert, I wanted to convert list to tuple. So you have to take one particular variable name. Let's take b equals to, and from which variable you want, like what data type you wanted to convert. I wanted to convert tuple. From which variable you are converting? A variable. This one. That's it. Once you print b, it is converted. Check the type of the b. You can see list to tuple converted. Same thing. I wanted to convert list to set. So how you have to convert? You have to take one more new variable. Okay. So set, which variable you are converting? A. That's it. Okay. And check type of this particular C. It is converted. Clear? Yes, no, any doubt, any questions?
No, sir.
Similarly, I wanted to convert list to dictionary. But the question arises here, dictionary contains 2 values, one as a key, second as a value. But how many list we have? In list we have only 1 to 3 is there. I want one more particular variable name. Something like here I'm going to write rank, okay, player name, something like player name I'm storing. And here I'm going to store some particular names here, just as in I'm storing something Virat. Okay, I'm just storing something like Jaws. I'm storing something as a head. Okay, now what I wanted to do, I wanted to store one particular rank as a dictionary. Okay, and this dictionary consists of key name as a player name, and the 1 2 3 as a rank here. So player name comma 1. But when I run this, what is happening here? I'm getting one particular error here. What is the error here? Error we are getting is dictionary expected 1 argument, but we are passing the 2 arguments, right? So we need to pass only 1 argument only. But if I pass the 1 argument, can it will be converted as a dictionary? Let's try this here. Rank equals to dictionary, and here I'm writing something A here. Again, it is saying like, okay, cannot convert with the dictionary because you need to mention the sequence also. Means because dictionary contains key and value, you have to mention the key. If I'm passing 2, then it is saying like it will accept 1. If I'm passing 1, it is saying like, okay, how to mention it, right? So for that purpose, there is a one particular function called zip function. What is the function name? Zip function. If you research about what is the zip function in the Python programming language, you can simply write zip function in Python programming. Okay. Okay. Now, if I go to the definition here, now you can see here definition. The zip function returns a zip object, which is an iterator of tuple, where the first item in each pass iterator in pair together, and the second item in pass to the iterator of the second pair. So what it means here? Okay, it means here using the zip function, you can pass the multiple values here. Okay, just write here. Okay, so you can see here, if I pass the 2 particular values, the first value will take the first particular position, second value take the second position. So similarly, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use a rank equals to the first particular value. Means here I'm going to use the zip function. First, what I want something, let's assume AI as a key here, and then player player name, what we have taken, player name. Yes, player name I want as a second thing. Now once I run this, now you can see no error, and you can see here, okay, okay, we need to mention the dictionary name also, right? We forget to mention the dictionary name. So here we need to convert the dictionary. The main thing is we forget. Now once I run this, now you can see here 1 as a Virat, 2 as a Jaws, 3 as a head. It is clear. So first it will take as a first particular argument, second it will take as a first of that particular value. Clear this point? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you pass reversely, it will come reversely. Example, if you mention here first as a player name, and then you are mentioning something comma as a, so then it will place reversely like this. Okay. Now let's do one more example. Dictionary to dictionary to list. Now dictionary contains how many values? Two values. Now you can see here, if I write here prime, two values are there. One as a key and second as a value. But list contain how many values? Only one particular, right? So how to extract this? Using the keys and value. First you have to extract, then you have to store. For example, let's assume I wanted to extract this Virat, Jaws and head. So what I can do here, simply I can use this particular rank dot keys. So you can see here, we are getting Virat, Jaws and head. So what I'll do here, I'll copy this and I'm going to save as a one particular variable. Let's save result equals to this. And then what I'll do, I'll write my particular list as a one more particular variable. And then I'm going to convert this list of this result. Whatever the result I'm getting, I'm going to convert. And once I run this my list, now you can see here, we are extracting the single particular values into the list here. Clear this point? Yes, no? Okay. Next thing, we have one more concept called frozen set. Now, what is frozen set? Frozen set is the reverse of the normal set. Normal set, it is a mutable. Frozen set, immutable. Example purpose, we created one set, right? This is set type of this particular C. If you check type of this C, it is a set here. If I write C add of some particular 100, it is going to be added. Yes, 100 is going to be added here. Now what I want, if I wanted to remove something, for example, if I wanted to remove this particular 2 value. So 2 is going to be removed. Yes, 2 is going to be removed. So means here it is mutable, means changes are possible here. But if I convert this, I'm going to convert set to frozen set. So now let's take one more particular C1 equals to, how you have to convert frozen set from which variable? C I wanted to convert. Okay. Now once I run the C1, now you can see this frozen set. And once you write something add something 200. So now it is not going to be add. Let's remove 100. It cannot able to remove. So it is saying like frozen set object has no attribute add, frozen set object has no attribute remove, means it is a immutable. Once you store, it will be fixed, it will be freeze. Okay, you cannot make the changes. Again, if you wanted to convert into the normal set, can I convert? Yes, you can convert. Okay, any data type you can convert. Okay, for example, you created C2 equals to set of, okay, C1. That's it. Now you can see it is converted as a normal set. Again, you wanted to do some changes, do the changes here. Okay, now you can see here 101 is added here. Again, you wanted to delete something. For example, remove 100. You can see here it will be removed. Clear this point, everyone? Any doubt, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so let me assign you some particular tasks. Okay, the first task is related to the dictionary. You have to write a program to check the given keys existing or not. Okay, you have to take one particular dictionary, store some dictionary, and check this key is existing or not in that particular dictionary. Next question, write a program to check the dictionary is empty or not. create two particular dictionaries. First dictionary store some data. Second dictionary create empty dictionary and check with the condition this dictionary having some particular data or not. Third question, write a program to concatenate the multiple dictionary. Create D1, D2, D3 and try to join those particular dictionaries. Fourth, okay, whatever the remaining conversions I have mentioned, convert all the particular one data type with the another data types. Okay. Next question. Write a program to count the number of characters of the given string. Example, string equals to google.com. So then G is repeating how many times, O is repeating how many times, and store as a one particular dictionary. Okay. Next question. Write a Python program to count the words here. So in here, we are counting the characters and here words. Just take one particular multiple words and check die is repeating how many times, is repeating how many times in that particular word and store that particular results as a one particular dictionary. Okay. So these are the some particular tasks. Okay. So that's it for today. In the next class, we are going to understand the next concept, that is the module concepts. Okay. Any doubt, any question?